I've made my connection and my X-Acto knife. And it does a pretty good job of getting it evenly on both sides. And it kind of burnishes for you, but you need to finish burnishing it. It does fold it over, but you just need to be just finish it up, and don't let this fool you into that it's done all the work for you, because it hasn't. You still need to finish burnishing. Anything else? Are we doing good?
We were offline for a minute, so a little blip in the video.
So I have coins on my pocket. You can see that this panel has been raised quite a bit because it has a 1/4 inch zinc came on the edge of it. So I need to lift this piece, get this to the same level as the rest of the panel. So I'm going to use some coins to do that. And 3 spots are good to have my coins. I'm going to drop this in, see how it, drop this in. No, really, I'm going to drop it in. Yeah. There we go.
You marked it earlier, so you know which way was up.
Right.
Right.
So I need a little bit more
Nickels
height
work
on
best.
it. Like it might be a little too much, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a little too much, so I'm going to go to dimes. Remove my nickels and go to dimes.
And you started with quarters?
I started with quarters, yeah. And you just need to find the right combination to get it to where you need it to be. And this...
Too expensive?
75 cents was too much.
Alright, this looks pretty good. There's a dip over here in this panel, in this portion of the panel. So I'm going to try, there we go. Get me dimes there. So we're good there, good to go. Then we're going to add our flux. Get my trusty FX601. My solder, which is right here. Now Donna likes a 50-50, I like a 60-40. And I am going to tin this because it's not a perfect match. There are a little bit of gaps, so I'm just going to fill as much as I can some of these gaps so that I can get a good bead on it. Now, for those of you, I don't know how, I haven't seen Donna, I have actually never seen Donna solder. I've seen the results of her soldering, which are excellent, but you'll be able to see maybe a different way of soldering when I get this all done.
You're just going to have to watch the video, Gary.
Yeah.
I am going to watch the video.
Yeah, I was going to say keep your day job, Gary.
This is his day job.
Not soldering.
Alright, so now I'm going to beat it. I just did a really quick flat solder or a tin solder. Now I'm going to beat it. And I bead by doing a 3/4 of an inch, I mean a 75, and then I have a bleed through already, so I'm going to turn this down because it is a little warm. I do a 45-degree angle. Let me see if I can turn this way so you can see. Get my cord untangled. don't burn my knee. So, get this out of the way. So I use a 45 degree with a wedge, and I feed my solder to the bottom of the wedge. Just like that. And I'll do it quickly first, and then if I have to go over it, I will. That's not too bad. Okay, so go over it, and then slowly move down the line so that it's nice and smooth. Stop here.
That looks a lot like how Donna does it, just she's left-handed, so.
Okay.
She wears a glove in her right hand to protect her skin from the lead content of the solder.
Oh, really? That's a good idea.
Which would be your left hand.
Yep.
Right.
Left.
That makes a lot of sense, and I never
Oh yes,
even
left.
considered that.
Correct.
Yep, bleed through.
Too hot.
Yep. Or work faster.
Okay.
So this is a little sloppy, but I can clean that up by going over it. Start here. That's a little smoother. Thank you, George. George is my cleanup crew. Actually, it's more like a pit crew. Okay. It's hard to do this and suck in at the same time.
You have to breathe to speak. What's in a brown paper bag?
Arby's roast beef.
Arby's roast beef. Well, thank you.
Thought of it.
Okay. Almost done. Gotta get this line built and then go over it to smooth it out. So basically I build my line and then I go over to smooth it out. And I add just a little bit of solder to it. Go back to the beginning and then travel. 45-degree angle between my soldering iron and my piece. I do not hover. A lot of people, especially when they're starting, they like to hover above the piece. Do not hover. You want to get right down on it. Right down on the glass. Don't be afraid to get down on the glass. Wasn't there a song, a disco song?
Yeah, there is. Get down on it. You got it.
So you're saying that your soldering tip is on top of the foil in the glass? It's
Yes.
touching
Yes.
the whole time?
Yes.
That's why Donna does it too.
Now we heard from Donna she uses the 50-50 solder. You mentioned you're using 60-40. Does that matter? Does it blend together?
On
the panel?
Things that I've heard and things that I've tried, I like to do this. I use 3 different solders on my pieces. I tin with the 50-50. On the front of my piece, I will bead with a Canfield Ultimate solder, which is a I think it's a 3862 or 3763, and then I will do the back of my piece in a 60-40. The Ultimate solder just is It's very smooth. You can work fast with it. It sets up very quickly. So on the front of my piece, I want to present the best, and so that's where I use my ultimate solder. On the back, 60/40, and then flat and tack with 50/50. So we now have our piece in. There it is. I will do the back later, but there it is. I'm going to clean it with some quick clean, and then I'm going to patina it black so that Donna won't go, "What'd you do?" And then it'll be all set.
Was that panel polished before you started, and did you have to remove the polish?
It was not. It probably was polished, but it was more of a flat black instead of a really high polished shiny bronze. When you use black patina and you want a flat black finish, it's best not to use a finishing compound, but just clean it really well and keep it clean, and use your quick clean so that it doesn't oxidize. But if you want a really bright, shiny, bronzy color, use the FX609, the 590 finishing compound to give it a good shine and a good buff. I believe that's all I have for you, unless we have any questions.
Time to hurry it along.
Do you have another one to do?
Randy Wardell's here. He's going to do his
Do we have any questions?
at 1 o'clock.
Are you off the air?
That's it. You can say bye.
Okay, that's it. I'm going to say bye. Bye.